Here's the next one. Involves some square roots and other things there. So it says square root of 1 minus square root of x power 4 minus x square equals to x minus 1. Then what is the value of x? Amit Kumar has asked me something relevant to the last question, right? But if you have solved such questions, then can we claim the marks? Well, SSC usually allows you to, tell them about the corrections. That's a long process, and let's not worry about it. I mean, those are all not in our hands, right? 1 by 4. Venkatesh is the first one to respond. He's got 1 by 4. I'm waiting for others. So see, trying to choose all, if you see, questions have been chosen in a way that you cannot really go for substitution method. Substitution is going to be very, very difficult here. We have already discussed about substitution method in our earlier sessions, right? So here let's discuss other types of questions. So don't try to substitute, right? Substitution is not the best way to solve such questions. It can get really time consuming. Try to simplify directly from what is given in the equations. Neeraj Jha has also got 1 by 4, but Amit Verma says it's 5 by 4. So there's some confusion again, right? Is it 5 by 4 or 1 by 4? 5 by 4 or 1 by 4? Quick. And those who all have not been able to get the answer, please mention that you are stuck or you have skipped it, right? So that I know what is the overall reaction to this question, right? Got it? No. So confusion here, right? Some of you have skipped it. Some of you have mentioned that you've got no idea, right? Balaji has skipped it. Sumit Kumar Pandit skipped. Amit Kumar says you just square it twice. Swati, Anand Kumar, Dharam Singh, Genome, all these guys have skipped it, right? Mansoor has skipped. Vishal says roots are scary, so he has skipped it. Akhil, Mahata, Varsha. So a lot of you have not got it, right? But 5 by 4 seems to be the most common answer among those who have solved it. But Kohli, by the way, has got minus 5 by 4, which is not there in the options here. Oh, it's there. Option 1 is minus 5 by 4, sorry. Good. So I think 5 by 4 is the most common response. But then there are others who have got 1 by 4, minus 5 by 4, and a lot of you have skipped it. So take it up now. See what it says. If under root 1 minus under root of x power 4 minus x square equals to x minus 1, then what is the value of x? So let me write it in a way that you all can understand it easily, right? It's like 1 minus x power 4 minus x square equals to x minus 1. Then he's asking us to find out the value of x. Now there's no other way other than simplifying it, right? So how do you simplify? Square root of 1 minus square root of x power 4 minus x square equals to x minus 1. Let's square it on both the sides, right? Squaring on both sides. And don't write SOBS in the exam, right? You won't be awarded extra marks for this. Directly square and simplify. So square on both the sides, what do we get? See, this squared will cancel the root, right? It's like this. Square on this side and square on this side. So this whole square under root gets cancelled. So on the left hand side we will have 1 minus root over x power 4 minus x squared. On the right hand side we'll have x squared minus 2x plus 1, right? X squared minus 2x plus 1. By the way, this plus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled. So what are we left with? We are left with x power 4 minus x squared equals to, this x squared minus 2x can be taken as 2x minus x squared. Because we have a negative sign here, right? Minus sign here. I'm multiplying this on the right hand side. Multiply both the sides with minus 1. So this minus sign gets cancelled here. And when you multiply x squared minus 2x with minus 1, we are left with 2x minus x squared. Or I think we can take x common, by the way. You can take x common on both the sides. That will also simplify it further. Let me take x common. What happens? See, I'm writing all the steps in detail so that you can follow. But if you have understood what has to be done, then a lot of these steps can be avoided. Like the step that I'm going to write now is not really needed. I'll take x square common. So what do we get? X square minus 1 here under root. And here we'll take x common. We'll get 2 minus x. Right? Now, if you kind of understand, root over x square will give us x outside. And again, we have under root of x square minus 1, which is equal to x into 2 minus x. So x and x gets cancelled. So the whole idea is to kind of cancel out one x on both the sides. But you don't need 3 steps for that. You can do it mentally as well. So what are we left with? X square minus 1 equals to, under root of x square minus 1 equals to 2 minus x. Again, squaring on both the sides. Square on both the sides, what happens? So squaring here and squaring here, this side. So we have x squared minus 1 this under root n square gets cancelled, equals to 2 minus x whole square. So that's like 4 minus 4x plus x square, right? 2 minus x whole square is 4 minus 4x plus x square. So x square and x square gets cancelled. We have 4x equals to 5. So x equals to 5 by 4. X equals to 5 by 4. Right? 5 by 4, option 2 has to be the answer. Please understand that a few of these steps can be avoided, right? You don't have to write every step on paper. So cut down the number of steps and try and get the answer as quickly as possible. Don't waste your precious time by putting every step on paper. 5 by 4, right? So good, many of you had got 5 by 4, but those all who have got minus 5 by 4 have to check where you have gone wrong. I think you kind of forgot about the negative sign that we had in step 1, right? After squaring both the sides. 5 by 4 is the answer. It's not minus 5 by 4, it's 5 by 4. Well, Sachin has mentioned that it's too lengthy, but I don't agree with you, Sachin, right? I mean, too lengthy because I've put all the steps. I think next time onwards I'll cut down a few of these steps. But the only challenge is that will not help you understand maybe sometimes. See, it will not take more than 30 seconds. Believe me, if you have practiced such questions, it won't take more than 30 seconds. And I remember that Sachin had also mentioned that he has not gone through the videos. He wanted me to start from basics. I think it was you only, right, Sachin? So practice a few questions and I'm sure you'll get the confidence. It will not take more than 30 seconds. Believe me, 30 seconds you'll get the answer as 5 by 4. And I'm surprised that a lot of you had skipped it, right? It is a simple question. Just square on both the sides. Any shorter way? I don't know here. Is there a shorter way of doing it? I'm not sure. I mean, we can probably spend some more time to see if anything else can be done, but substitution definitely is a no-no. I have no clue about how to proceed with substitution here, right? I mean, substitution here meaning you have to substitute see, the shorter way is again, if not this, then go by options. Substitute the answer options one by one and see which one satisfies. But not very easy, right? See, he's asking us to find out the value of x. So from the options, substitute it back in the question, one after the other, and see which option satisfies. Should you, I mean, do you want me to try that? I think doing it directly is a better way of getting the answer. Because by any chance, if fourth option is correct, then you'll have to spend so much of time in, eliminating 1, 2, and 3, first, second, and third options. It's a simple question. Yeah. You can substitute the options back. If you want, just substitute the options back. Try to take that x square common on the left hand side and then substitute so that it becomes a little easier. Let me show it to you. I think I'll show for one of the options. You can try the other ones. So the method is as follows, right? The second method is to go by options. Substitution, right? Substitution, reverse engineering. Go by the options. But then before that, I'll simplify what is there on the left hand side. If you see, we have root over 1 minus x power 4 minus x square equals to x minus 1, right? So without doing anything on this expression, just take x square common here. So if we take x square common, we'll have x square times of x square minus 1, this step. I'm referring to this step. And you can take x outside there. So what do we have? 1 minus x times of root over x squared minus 1 equals to x minus 1. Right? Now probably substitution will help you verify it faster. So I'll go by option 1, right? What is given in option 1? Minus 5 by 4. Substitute minus 5 by 4. Wherever you have x, substitute minus 5 by 4. If it satisfies, that's the answer. Otherwise, go for the next option. So let's go by option 1. Right? Option 1 would mean root over 1 minus of minus 5 by 4. So minus of minus 5 by 4 will make it plus 5 by 4. And this is square root of 5 by 4 whole square is 25 by 16 minus 1 equals to minus 5 by 4 minus 1. Minus 5 by 4 minus 1. Just check. So root over 25 by 16 minus 1 is 9 by 16. 9 by 16 is 3 by 4. So this will be root over 1 plus 5 by 4 into 3 by 4. And this will be on the left hand side, we have minus of 9 by 4. Now, no way on planet will this be satisfied, because you see, what we have on the left hand side is a positive term. Whatever be the value, it is definitely going to be positive, because this is 5 times 3, 15 by 16, then root over 31 by 16, right? It is definitely going to be positive. What we have on the left hand side is negative. How is it balanced? It's not balanced, right? These are not equal. Hence, option 1 is eliminated. Then you substitute option 2, and then option 3, and then option 4 till you find out the correct answer. So let's substitute option 2 as well, see what happens. Option 2. Option 2 is what? Plus 5 by 4. So we'll have, I'm substituting option 2 here in this equation. Okay. So we'll have, I think I'll do one thing. I'll clear this I don't have enough space. I'll clear option 1 calculation. Space is always a constraint here on the screen. Substitute back option 1, option 2 now. So what happens according to option 2? Option 2 says it's 5 by 4. So we'll have root over 1 minus 5 by 4 as it is. And then root over, see 25 by 16 minus 1 is 9 by 16. Which is equal to 5 by 4 minus 1. 5 by 4 minus 1 is 1 by 4. See, cut down the number of steps. Then 9 by 16 is like 3 by 4. 5 by 4 into 3 by 4 is 15 by 16. 16 minus 15 by 16 is 1 by 16. Root over 1 by 16 is 1 by 4. You understand? Overall simplification will give you 1 by 4 equals to 1 by 4. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. How? By using option 2. Hence option 2 is the correct answer. Okay. So assuming any value or random substitution will not help. You can either go by the options or simplify straight. Let's go for the next question. Here it is on your screen now. Next question. Now this one says x squared minus x plus 1 by x squared plus x plus 1 equals to 2 by 3. Then what is the value of x plus 1 by x? Quick. 5. Okay, answers have started coming in. Vishal, Nayan, Sumit, all you guys have got 5. Waiting for more responses. 5, option 2. Sanchali, Ramatej Kumar have got option, 5 as the answer. And Pritam Das says it's option 2, which is also 5. Good, so let's take this up now. So the question here says if x squared minus 1 x plus 1 divided by x squared plus x plus 1 equals 2 by 3, then what is the value of x plus 1 by x? Right, options given are 4, 5, 6 and 8. So see what it is. X squared minus x plus 1 divided by x squared plus x plus 1 equals to 2 by 3. He's asking us to find out what is x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x equals to what? Now, again, like I said, multiple methods are there. You can try different methods, but I would prefer just simple cross multiplication because that will simplify to a great extent, right? I mean, terms will get simplified. So let's just cross multiply. So what do we get? 3x squared minus 3x plus 3 equals 2x squared plus 2x plus 2. Again, you could have avoided this step and directly written the simplification here. Like you know that this is 3x squared minus 2x squared. So you can directly write x squared if you are confident enough. Then minus 3x minus 2x. See, minus 3x, this plus 2x when comes to the other side becomes minus 2x. So minus 3x minus 2x will give you minus 5x. You're able to follow. 3x squared minus 2x squared will give you x squared. Minus 3x minus 2x is minus 5x. And then plus 3 minus 2. Plus 3 minus 2 is plus 1 equals to 0. So what we have finally got is x squared minus 5x plus 1. X squared minus 5x plus 1 equals to 0. Now, he is asking us to find out x plus 1 by x equals to what? Now, one very important method or technique that you should remember is whenever you're required to find expressions of this sort, right? X plus 1 by x, y plus 1 by y, etc. And you have a quadratic equation like this. Don't try to find out the roots of x. It will make your life complicated. Don't try to simplify this quadratic equation and get the two values of x and then substitute the two values here to simplify. That's a waste of time. Instead, divide this entire equation by x. Let's divide the whole equation by x. Divide every term here by x. That will automatically result in one term as x. See, x squared when divided by x will give you x, and 1 when divided by x will give you 1 by x. So we automatically get x and 1 by x as the two terms which are there in the expression here. Right? So divide by x, what happens? We will get x squared by x, which is x, minus 5 by x, 5x by x, which is 5, and plus 1 by x equals to 0. And we are done. X minus 5 plus 1 by x equals to 0. So therefore, sorry, this pen has stopped working for some reason. Hold on. And I'm sure pen is not needed. Probably that's the reason it has stopped working, right? You don't have to put pen and paper after this, right? X minus 5 plus 1 by x equals to 0. So x plus 1 by x will be equal to 5. Option 2, 5 will be the answer. Right? Just cross multiply. Don't try to try complicated stuff like componendo, dividendo, etc. Right? That will only make your life complex. X minus 5 plus 1 by x equals to 0. So x plus 1 by x equals to 5. And why I'm repeating the same statement multiple times? Because the pen is not working. I want to keep you engaged. Why is the pen not working? It's not working. Okay, so the final answer is option 2. 5 is the answer. Let me see if I can go to the next screen and present the next question to you before this thing is fixed. Yeah, the pen is not working for some reason. Why? Well, this reminds me that when you go for your exams, competitive exams like bank or SSC exams, you usually carry pens for rough work, right? Don't ever fall in a trap where the ink is over, the pen stops working, and you are in a difficult situation, right? That's the worst thing that can happen to someone, right? I mean, like, just imagine you're solving a question during the exam on your rough sheet, and then you realize that the pen is not working. Why? Because you have been using the same pen for last 3 months during your practice, and the ink is over now. Of course, no pen would last for 3 months if you really practice hard, but ink is over, and you're not carrying an extra refill, or there's no other alternative available with you. You just can't do anything in such a situation. Of course, you can borrow or ask the invigilator to help, but why? Why do you want to be in that situation? What do we do now? Why is the pen not working? Okay, so just give me a few seconds. I will probably have to restart the whole machine. Meanwhile, I'll share my screen, but that won't help because the screen is the same that you have seen all this while. Okay, good. I am just learning that in SSC exams you're not allowed to bring pen and other stuff. So glad to know that one problem which can probably be a problem because of our own mismanagement is not possible. Why? Because they don't allow you pens. They only give you the pens to solve. But in bank exams, I think you have to carry your own pen, right? So guys, all right, so we are back, and I'm glad that the pen is working finally. We're not sure why did it stop working for no reason, but good. So the answer to this question is x plus 1 by x will be equal to 5. All right, just cross multiply. Do not try to use complicated methods like componendo, dividendo, etc. Right, that doesn't really help. So the answer is option 2, and looks like you guys had a long discussion on some general awareness stuff. Glad that you have been conscious about not wasting your precious time here, right? Yeah, somebody is talking about the new chief election commissioner, who's Achal Kumar Jyoti, right? He was the ex-chief secretary in the state of Gujarat. I remember I had discussed this a couple of days back before starting my live session, right? And that was the day it was declared that he'll be the new chief election commissioner. He has also served as the election commissioner in the past, right, for a few months. But of course, he will again get retired in January 2018 when he turns 65. And till then, he will be taking up the key post of the chief election commissioner. Chalo, so shall we go to the next question now? Yeah, the pen has started working finally. Can we move to the next one? All right, I'm sure all of you are back in the session, right? Let me mention that the pen has started working and we are ready for the next one. Hold on, looks like there's some more problem. Why today? Matthew has asked a question. Can we use this method in all these types of questions? Well, Matthew, it really depends on what is asked there, right? I mean, just look at it. There's this numerator by denominator equals to 2 by 3 given to us. What has he asked us to find out? X plus 1 by x. See, it depends on what kind of terms we're given. I mean, I cannot generalize by saying that the same method can be used everywhere, right? But in my view, what we have done is the easiest thing to do, right? Cross multiply, sort out the terms, get, and then divide by x. So the important point here is even if you cross multiply and then try to find out the roots of x, then you are stuck. Then you're not doing the right thing, right? You should understand that by dividing the whole equation by x, you will get x plus 1 by x as the two terms there, and then it leads to the direct answer, right? नीरज झा से आज जीके सेशन ले लो. काश मैं जीके सेशन ले पाता, राइट? मेरी जनरल नॉलेज आप लोगों से डेफिनेटली काफ़ी कम है. सो डोंट इवन थिंक कि मैं आपका जीके सेशन कभी लूँगा, राइट? ओके, व्हाई इज दिस स्टक अगेन? Stuck again. 2 more minutes. Let me leave you with this question at least. Yeah. It says the Microsoft PowerPoint is not responding. Why is it not responding? Why today of all the days? So I hope you can see the question, right? The next one says if x squared equals to y plus z, y squared equals to x plus z, z squared equals to x plus y, then the value of 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by y plus 1 plus 1 by z plus 1 is. Try this out. All right, apologies for this inconvenience caused. I think we have faced multiple technical glitches today, but hopefully we are back with everything rightly set in place. So I had shown you the question briefly, the next one that we have to solve, and many of you have also got the answer, right? I think Dharam Singh, Monica, Amit Verma, Ramya, Abhishek, Genome, Sachin, Jasmine, Divya, and many others had got the answer as 1, which is option 2, right? But owing to the problem that we had faced, I'll present the question again, give you like 15 more seconds to try this out, and then discuss the solution, right? And I would repeat myself, please let me know about the status at your end, right? If you're not able to solve it, if you're stuck, if you have decided to skip the question, if you've got no clue about how to answer it, whatever be the case, just let me know through the chat, right? So that I can figure out how easy or complex a question, is for you guys, right? I mean, usually what we have seen is only those who have been able to solve respond to it. Others keep shut, but that's not the right thing to do, right? Let me know about what's happening at your end. So I'm sharing the screen again. 15 seconds is what you have. Your time starts now. Mansoor has got option 3. Option 3 is 2. Nikhil did not get it. Anand Kumar is stuck. Arvind has got option 2, which is 1. And who else? Yeah. Sai Kiran is not getting any idea. Rishu has not got the answer. Nisha Singh has got 1, which is option 2, right? Others are yet to respond. Okay, so time is up. I think we've already lost some time due to the issues with the stylus here. So let me discuss the solution now, right? Here we go. So the question here is if x squared equals to y plus z, y squared equals to x plus z, and z squared equals to x plus y, then the value of 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by y plus 1 plus 1 by z plus 1 is dash, right? Options given to us are -1, 1, 2 and 4. So let's look at the given equations here. X squared equals to y plus z, right? Then y squared equals to x plus z, and z squared equals to x plus y, right? He's asking us to find out what is 1 by x plus 1 plus 1 by y plus 1 plus 1 by z plus 1. This is equal to what? Now, how do we simplify? Now, there are two ways of doing it. One is the regular method where you try to work with this equations given in the question, right? And deduce what is required in the expression given here so that you can simplify it easily. So let's try with that method first, and then we'll discuss a smarter way of solving these questions, right? So ideally what you have to do here is look at the first equation, x squared equals to y plus z. Let's add x on both the sides. So what do we get? X squared plus x equals to x plus y plus z. Now if we take x common here, what do we get? X plus 1 equals to x plus y plus z. Or from that I can say x plus 1 equals to x plus y plus z by x. Again, remember, you can cut down a few of these steps. Or what I really need is 1 by x plus 1, right? What I've got is x plus 1. So what is 1 by x plus 1 from this? 1 by x plus 1 will be equal to x by x plus y plus z. X by x plus y plus z. Now observe, these are all symmetrical equations, right? X squared equals to y plus z, y squared equals to x plus z, z squared equals to x plus y. So the same process is followed in the other two cases also. You will get you'll get things like this one would lead to what? You have to add y on both the sides. This time adding x will not help. Add y on both the sides. So y squared plus y equals to x plus y plus z. Take y common, we'll get y plus 1. Here it will be x plus y plus z. So finally we'll get 1 by y plus 1 equals to y by x plus y plus z. And similarly 1 by z plus 1 equals to z by x plus y plus z. Substitute that in this place. So finally what do we get? If you substitute what we have got here, this will be x by x plus y plus z plus y by x plus y plus z plus z by x plus y plus z, right? Now x plus y plus z is LCM, and what do we get in the numerator? same, x plus y plus z. Both get cancelled, results in 1. So option 2, 1 is the final answer. But do you think this is the easiest way to solve the question? Not really, in my view, right? And do you also think that all of us will get this idea in the exam? No. Like if you're trying it for the first time, all of us may not get the idea that you have to add x on both the sides, then take x common to get x plus 1, then get x plus 1 as x plus y plus z by x. This may not be the process that all of us follow, right? We may try to do some other method which may not lead us to the answer at all. So trying or assuming that all of us would get this technique or get this idea in the exam is not likely, right? So is there any other way of solving such questions? Well, my favorite method that we can apply here is to substitute values in place of x, y and z such that it satisfies all the 3 equations. Now it's hard to do, it's not very easy to go for substitution, but with practice you can try and get better at it, right? So let me show you how the substitution method works, right? So this is one way of doing it, not the ideal way in my view, but let's try substitution. Again, the advantage that we have in this question is the equations are symmetric. If you see x squared equals to y plus z, y squared equals to x plus z, and z squared equals to x plus y, right? And there is no other condition given to us with respect to the values of x, y and z. You can substitute any value that you want for these 3 variables. And the only thing that I can think of is 2, 2 and 2. Substitute 2 everywhere. X equals to, let's assume x equals to, y equals to, z equals to 2. Right? X, y, z, all 3 are equal to 2. Right? All 3 of them are equal to 2. So what happens? 2 squared 4 equals to 2 plus 2, 4. 2 squared 4 equals to 2 plus 2, 4. 2 squared 4 equals to 2 plus 2, 4. Substituting all 3 equal to 1 will not work because 1 square will be 1 plus 1. So 1 equals to 2 doesn't satisfy, right? Substituting 3, 4 or any other value doesn't matter. Only values that satisfy here is x, y, z equals to 2. Substitute that. So if you have taken x, y, z equals to 2, which satisfies these 3 equations, you're done. The same 3 values, the same values of x, y and z have to be substituted in the given expression as well. So what do we get? 1 by x plus 1. This will be like 1 by 2 plus 1, 1 by 3. Plus again 1 by 3. Again 1 by 3. So 3 times of 1 by 3 will give you 1. So this is the other way of getting the answer. Right? So substitution, like I've always mentioned, is one of the easiest way to solve questions from topics like algebra and trigonometry. It doesn't work in all the questions, but wherever it works, I think it's the ideal thing to try. So, and it depends on the question, depends on how many questions you have practiced in the past, right? You will be able to decide very easily if substitution is the way to do or you have to go for some regular method. Like all the questions that we have solved so far involved simplification, right? Regular process. But this one, I think, doesn't really need the whole simplification that we have done in the past. You can just go for substitution. Okay. So let me just hear out from you guys if you are all comfortable with what we have done. And can we go to the next one now? Yeah, Varsha has mentioned that only practice can lead for substitution, but for some questions it's not applicable, right? It's not applicable for all the questions, but then wherever it is, the best thing to try. See, when you look at the question, you should get that sense that, I can actually try random value substitution here, right? I will be able to crack it. If it is complex, then go for regular method. Should we go for the next one now? Yeah. So I think many of you had skipped this question. You said you have no idea. But if you have no idea, get this idea right in your head now. Substitute values for x, y, and z. Okay. Let's go for the next one. Here's the next question. Try this. Interesting one. It says x plus 1 by x equals root 3. Then what is the value of x power 18 plus x power 12 plus x power 6 plus 1? Now looks like a complex one. I'll give you 1 minute for this, or maybe a little more. Your time starts now. Try this out and keep posting me about what's happening at your end, right? If you have got it or not got it. Skipped it. Okay, so I think I've given you enough time. Let's see what is the status. Yeah, so Nayan has got 0. Ankit Singh says, Ankit Singh has mentioned something there. Sumit Singh has got 0. Amit Kumar has got 0. Mayank, Nisha Singh, has also got 0 there. Manas has mentioned that he's unable to solve it. Sachin Singh says it should be 0 or 4. The answer is either 0 or 4. Shailendra Kumar is struck. Amit Kumar says that x power 6 is equal to -1. This is a formula based question, he says. Neeraj has got no idea about how to approach this. Monica has skipped it. Mansoor, Harsha, Yashvir, Venkatesh, Apurva, Ajit, many of you have skipped it, right? Yeah. So I think there are two common responses here. Either you have got the answer as 0 or you have skipped it, right? You have got 0 or you have just skipped it. And yeah, not like a regular one. I mean, those who all have solved such questions in the past know that there's a standard process that can be applied. But then, you know, others will find it a little difficult. So let's take this up, see what it says. Now the question here is, if x plus 1 by x equals √3, then the value of x power 18 plus x power 12 plus x power 6 plus 1 is equal to what? Options given to us are 0, 1, 2 or 3, right? So let's see what happens. X plus 1 by x here equals √3. X plus 1 by x equals to √3. He's asking us to evaluate what is x power 18 plus x power 12 plus x power 6 plus 1. This is equal to what? Now there's no way in trying out substitution, right? That will make your life miserable. You cannot go ahead with that process. You'll have to actually work on this equation and, you know, try to do some simplification there. So let's try and simplify this. I think what we'll try to do here is maybe let's cube this equation on both the sides, right? Cube on both the sides. Cube on both sides. So x plus 1 by x whole cube and then √3 whole cube. See what happens. So what is a plus b whole cube? A plus b whole cube is a cube, which is x cube, plus b cube, so 1 by x cube, plus 3a squared b. What is 3a squared b? 3x squared into 1 by x plus 3ab squared, 3 into x into 1 by x squared, which is equal to, now √3 whole cube. What will be √3 whole cube? √3 whole cube will be 3 √3. You understand? √3 whole cube means what? √3 into √3 into √3. √3 into √3 is 3, and then there is one more √3, so 3 √3. Again, I think, you know, given the amount of practice that you would have gone through before you appear for your exam, you should avoid this step. You should directly write the simplified step, which is x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to, see, x and x gets cancelled here, and here x and x gets cancelled. So we have 3x plus 3 by x. So if I take 3 common, we have x plus 1 by x, which is equal to 3 √3. And remember, x plus 1 by x equals to √3 is already given in the question itself. X plus 1 by x equals to √3. So substitute that in this place. X plus 1 by x equals to √3. So what happens? We will get 3 into √3. Now this 3 √3 and 3 √3 gets cancelled. Yes or no? I am writing the next step, which is redundant. You don't have to write this in the exam. Just for the sake of explanation, let me put it here. Plus 3 into x plus 1 by x is √3. So this is 3 √3, which is equal to 3 √3. Now 3 √3 and 3 √3 gets cancelled on both the sides. So what do we have? We have x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to 0. I think that's the most important conclusion that we arrive at from the given equation. The equation says x plus 1 by x equals to √3. X plus 1 by x equals to √3. Then x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to 0. Now having got this, you should be able to simplify the given expression now. What is he asking us to find out? X power 18 plus x power 12 plus x power 6 plus 1. Now see, let us take x power 6 common in the first, or x power 12 common in the first two terms. So if I take x power 12 common, what happens? We'll get x power 6 plus 1. Plus if I take 1 common here, we'll have x power 6 plus 1. You're able to follow? You know that when the bases are equal and in multiplication form, the powers can be added. So x power 12 into x power 6 is x power 18. X power 12 into 1 is x power 12 anyway. So x power 18 plus x power 12 plus x power 6 plus 1. Now what do you do next? Take x power 6 plus 1 common. So x power 6 plus 1 into x power 12 plus 1, right? X power 12 plus 1. Again, what next? See, simple. Let's take x cube common from the first term here. See, if you see x power 6 plus 1, the whole idea is how do you reduce x power 6 plus 1? X power 6 plus 1 can be taken as x cube into x cube plus 1 by x cube. Now these are all ideas that you must get in the exam. I'm not saying that it's easy to solve, but you should get this logic in the exam, right? If you take x power x cube common here. X cube into x cube is x power 6 because bases are equal and multiplication form, the powers can be added. So x power 6 plus x cube into 1 by x cube. So x cube and x cube gets cancelled. We'll be left with 1. Now why have we done this? Why did we do this? Why suddenly we want to take x cube common? Only for the reason that we know x cube plus 1 by x cube is 0. So if I put this back here, if I put this value back here, what do we get? X power 6 plus 1 equals to x cube into 0, which is equal to 0. So basically the conclusion that we have is x power 6 plus 1 from this, the conclusion is x power 6 plus 1 equals to 0. If x power 6 plus 1 equals to 0 is substituted here, what do we get? 0 into anything is 0. So your final answer comes out to be what? 0 into x power 12 plus 1, which is 0. Please do not go by the length of the explanation. Answer is option 1. Answer is option 1, 0 here. Please do not go by the length of the explanation or number of steps. Like I've mentioned, a lot of these steps can be cut here. Like for example, look at this. I mean, all this, cubing on both the sides and all. You don't have to write on paper, right? Avoid those steps. You don't have to write this step as well. See, if you can just visualize the steps there, when you cube on both the sides, you will know that you'll be left with x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 by x equals to 3 root 3. And I would in fact say you should directly be able to jump to this conclusion, this box here, that x cube plus 1 by x cube is equal to 0. And after that, yes, you just have to do the simplification to get the answer. Okay, so option 1, 0 is the answer to this question. Let me now move to the next question. Here's the next one. So all similar questions, I mean, same type of questions here, right? Find out the value of x plus 1 by 2x if 5x by 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 1 by 3. You have 1 minute for this. Your time starts now. Do not try to go for random substitution. That will only make your life complex, right? Try simplifying the given equation and arrive at whatever is asked in the question. X plus 1 by 2x. Got it? Sumit Singh and Nirmal have got 5 as the answer, waiting for more of others to respond. Can we go to the next one? I mean, can we start solving this now? Yeah. So I think option 4, 5 is what most of you have got here. But Neeraj Jha says no clue again. Neeraj, why are you like completely lost? You just do cross multiplication or try and do something with the equation, right? You have to play with that equation. That's it. Just cross multiply and it will help you. Let's solve this. So the question says if 5x by 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 1 by 3, then what's the value of x plus 1 by 2x? 5x by 2x squared plus 5x plus 1 equals to 1 by 3. And he's asking us to simplify x plus 1 by 2x. See, in such a case, when you have no clue, just cross multiply and it will help you arrive at this. You just have to have the right observation skills so that you can take terms common or multiply or divide by some term to get the simplified form, right? So first step is to cross multiply. Let's just cross multiply. What do we get? 3 times 5x. 15x equals 2x squared plus 5x plus 1. I would suggest that you avoid this step and directly write the next step here, right? Like 2x squared minus 10x plus 1 equals 0, right? 2x squared minus 10x plus 1 equals 0. Again, if you remember, in one of the earlier questions, we had discussed that whenever you have to find terms like x plus 1 by x or things like that, and you have a quadratic equation, try to divide the whole equation by x. See, in a quadratic equation, you'll have an x squared term and you'll have an x term and you have a constant. So when you divide everything by x, the x squared will reduce to x will reduce to constant, and the constant will reduce to 1 by x. So we'll get one term in terms of x, the other term in terms of the other one in terms of 1 by x. That's the whole idea. Of course, here we need 1 by 2x, that's a different story, but the process remains the same. So what we would do here is divide this whole equation by x. So 2x squared by x is 2x, minus 10x by x is minus 10, plus 1 by x is 1 by x, which is equal to 0. Now see, what do we get? From this, I can say that 2x plus 1 by x equals to 10. 2x plus 1 by x equals to 10. That's the conclusion. Now what has he asked? He has not asked us to find out 2x plus 1 by x. He's asked us to find out x plus 1 by 2x. Simple, divide this by 2. Because when you divide 2x by 2, you'll get x. When you divide 1 by x by 2, you'll get 1 by 2x. And you're done. So this will result in what? 2x by 2 is x. 1 by x by 2 is 1 by 2x. And 10 by 2 is 5. So that's your answer. Option 4. 5 would be your answer. right? I'm sure all of you have got it. Monica says I'm getting x plus 1 by x equals to 5. You would not get x plus 1 by x equals to 5, right? We have got 2x plus 1 by x equals to 10, right? 2x plus 1 by x equals to 10. And I see Amit Kumar has mentioned that there's a video problem. So will you please help me understand what exactly is the issue that you're facing there? Because I can find that the stream is going absolutely fine here, right? Mayank has asked me a question. Can we directly divide it by 2x instead of x? Yeah, you can do that. I mean, if you get that idea in the very beginning, nothing like it. You have cut down one step basically. I mean, we first divided by x, then we have divided by 2x. I mean, we have first divided by x, then divided by 2. But if you can just think of dividing by 2x in the beginning itself, then you're through, one step less, right? So I think the conclusion is that the solution is simple, but will this simple solution strike you during the exam is the point. You never know, right? But you can increase the probability of thinking divergently and getting such ideas in the exam only by doing 3 things: practice, practice, and more practice, right? So I think practice is the key. Keep practicing. Should we go to the next one? Yeah. All right. So 5 is the answer to this question, and the next question on your screens now. Yeah. Here's the next one. Different one now. See what it says: x plus y plus z equals to 1, xy plus yz plus zx or zx equals to -1, and xyz equals to -1. So what is x cube plus y cube plus z cube? See, these questions also look like standard ones, right? I mean, if you have solved such questions in the past, you can probably mark the answer very quickly, but try it out. If you haven't, just try it out. Done? Okay, -1, -2, 0, 1. Variety of answers have come in. X plus y plus z equals to 1, xy plus yz plus zx equals to -1, xyz equals to -1. Then what is x cube plus y cube plus z cube? I think you guys have marked almost all the possible answers here, right? How many of you have skipped it? Let me ask that question. How many of you have skipped this one? Okay, so I think the 2 most common responses to this question are 1 or -1. So we'll figure out what the correct answer is, because both 1 and -1 have been given in the options. What we actually need to try and understand is, will substitution be very easy in this case, or do we have to go for a regular method, right? So let's take it up. Look at what the question says. If x plus y plus z equals to 1, xy plus yz plus zx equals to -1, and xyz equals to -1, then what is x cube plus y cube plus z cube? Right, so 3 equations have been given to us. X plus y plus z equals to 1, xy plus yz plus zx equals to -1, and the product of x, y, and z is -1. What we need to evaluate here is x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to what? Well, like we have always discussed, substitution is one way to solve questions from algebra. You can try substitution here as well, but it is going to be difficult because there are 3 equations, 3 different equations for the same 3 variables, and trying out values, random values for all these 3 variables which satisfies all the 3 equations is not as easy. I would say you are lucky if you have got the values in like first 2 attempts or first 3 attempts. You know, lucky if you have got the values of x, y, and z by random substitution. If you have got that, then it's very easy. Then it's a cakewalk, right? Just substitute the same values of x, y, z here and find out x cube plus y cube plus z cube. But assuming substitution is not so easy, I mean, in fact, actually it's not easy if you ask me, right? Assuming all of us don't get the right values of x, y, z which satisfies this these 3 equations, what do we do? Then we'll have to go for regular solution. So what's the regular solution? Look at this. Look at the first equation. We have been given x plus y plus z equals to 1. Let's square it on both the sides. Square it on both the sides. What do we get? X squared plus y squared plus z squared, right? X squared plus y squared plus z squared. You're able to follow the first equation, very first equation, x plus y plus z equals to 1. So, you know, squaring on both sides. So x plus y plus z whole square equals to 1 square. Now, what is x plus y plus z whole square? These are all standard algebraic identities that you have to remember, right? Basic formulae. There's a list of formulae given in your workbooks as well. Try to learn all those formulae by heart. So x plus y plus z whole square will be x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx, right? So if I take 2 common, xy plus yz plus zx equals to 1 square remains 1. But if you see, we have also been given the value of xy plus yz plus zx as -1 in the question. So substitute that here. So what are we left with? X squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2 times of minus 1 equals to 1. And further simplification will give us what is x squared plus y squared plus z squared, right? It will be equal to 3. Because this is minus 2, taking it to the other side will give you 3. Let me write that step as well. It's not needed. This step is not needed in my view. You can directly write, you know that x squared plus y squared plus z squared will be equal to 3 in this case. Minus 2, take it to the other side, gives you 1 plus 2, 3. Now, what do we do next? Now, there's one standard formula that all of you have to remember, right? Like I said, there are some questions where you need to, go for learning all those formulae by heart. I mean, you just cannot solve every question from algebra using substitution or just by simplifying the given equations, right? Sometimes knowing all those formulae will be helpful. Now, if you are not really a very good, if you're not a person who can remember the formula well, then avoid solving such questions, right? Then there's no way out. But what if you know the formula? Like we have already used one thing here, right? The expansion of x plus y plus z whole square. X plus y plus z the whole square. What will this be? It will be x squared plus y squared, or a plus b plus z the whole square, right? A plus b plus c the whole square. So x squared plus y plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. So this is one thing that we have used, and now we are going to use one more formula, right? One more standard formula. Let's look at that. What is that? Simple. Again, like I said, if you don't remember it, you cannot solve it. This is simply based on the formula there. Substitution is one way. We'll look at it later, but let's look at the second step now. So in the first step, we have found x square plus y square plus z square equals to 3. Now what do we do next? You know this x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, right? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Now this is a long formula, right? But you have to remember, right? So what will this give you? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus xy plus yz plus zx. Sorry, minus of xy plus yz plus zx, or you just take minus xy minus yz minus zx. And all these different expressions have been given in the question, right? Right, this is the standard identity again. Now we have to find out what is x cube plus y cube plus z cube. That's the requirement of the question, right? We already know what is xyz from the question. Xyz equals to minus 1. X plus y plus z is also given in the question. X square plus y square plus z square has been evaluated here, 3. And minus xy minus yz minus zx. So xy plus yz plus zx is given. Take that common and simplify. So do that now. What happens? So from this we get x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3 times of xyz. What is xyz? Minus 1. So minus 3 of minus 1 equals to x plus y plus z is given as 1. So this is 1 into x square plus y square plus z square. We have calculated this as 3. 3 minus. Now look at this. If you take minus common, this will give us what? xy plus yz plus zx. Now xy plus yz plus zx has been given as minus 1. Right? Simplify this. So what do we get? X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3 into minus 1 is plus 3 equals to now what is this? 3 minus of minus 1, right? That gives you 4. This is 4. And upon further simplification, the last step will give you x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 4 minus 3, 1. All right. So option 4, 1 is going to be the answer. All right. So this is one way to do it, but I would not suggest it. Or if I have to take the exam, let me tell you, I would skip this question, in the first few seconds, right? Because it's hard for me to remember all these formulae. I mean, that's not easy for me. I mean, this is simple. X plus y plus z whole square is something that we all know, but I just cannot remember this, right? So you either skip it or try substitution. Substitution is not going to be that easy. in such a case, because like I said, three different equations have been given to us, right? X plus y plus z equals to 1, xy plus yz plus zx equals to -1, and x into y into z equals to -1. So by random substitution, if you're lucky enough to find out what values of x, y, and z will satisfy all these three equations, then you're through. Substitute the same values here and get the answer. So let me also give a stab at that, right? And let's try substituting some random values in place of x, y, and z, right? I'll try and use a different color just to differentiate the two methods here, right? So what do you think will work? X plus y plus z equals to 1. Can we take three equal values for x, y, z? No. Can you take x equals to 1 and y and z as 0? Well, that satisfies the first equation, right? If you take x equals to 1, let's say, and y and z both as 0, so 1 plus 0 equals to 1. But then it doesn't satisfy the third equation, right? X, y, z, x into y into z. So 1 into 0 into 0 is 0. So very quickly you have to kind of try out all those trivial values of x, y, and z, which will either satisfy this, or you'll know that this set is not going to help. So all 3 is equal to 1 doesn't help. 1, 0, 0 doesn't help. What can we do? And the fact that you look at this third equation given to us, x into y into z equals to -1. So it should help you understand that one of these three values have to be negative, right? One of these three values have to be negative, because product of three terms is negative only when, see, if all three are positive, you cannot get a negative value here, right? If all x, y, and z are positive, you cannot get a negative result. So very clearly, x, y, and z, all three cannot be positive. If two of these are negative, if only two of these are negative, even in that case, you will not get a negative answer, right? Like for example, minus into minus is plus, and plus into plus should give you plus, but what we have here is minus. So two of them cannot be negative. Either one of these three have to be negative, or all three have to be negative, right? If either x or y or z is negative, then this results in a negative value. Or if all three are negative, so minus x into minus y into minus z will give you minus of x, y, z. But the problem here is, if you take all three as negative, then the first equation doesn't satisfy, because if x is negative, y is negative, and z is also negative, then the sum of three negative terms should give you a negative value. What we have here is a positive value. So look at the kind of things that you need to observe, right? And it is all because there are three different equations in three variables. If there's only one equation that we have to verify, then it's easy. You can try out with random values of x or random values of y. Or if there are two equations, even then it makes sense. But in case of three, you have to be very, very careful. So we now know that one of these values is negative. Definitely one of x, y, and z is negative. So what shall we try with? Let's try x equals to 1, y equals to 1, and let's say z equals to -1. I mean, I can think of this as the simplest solution, right? So see if this works. X equals to 1, y equals to 1, and z equals to -1. So what happens? 1 plus 1 minus 1. Yes, plus 1 and minus 1 gets cancelled. We get 1 as the result. So first equation is satisfied. The third equation also is satisfied, right? 1 into -1 gives you -1, right? How about the second one? Try this. Now x into y, 1 into 1 is 1. Plus y into z, 1 into -1. 1 into -1 will give you -1. And then z into x. Again, z is negative, x is positive. -1 into -1 is -1. So what happens here is plus 1 and -1 gets cancelled. We are left with -1. And yes, all three equations are satisfied by taking x as 1, y as 1, and z as -1. But not very easy to crack, right? I mean, you can look at the number of iterations that we may have to do, right? And all these analysis have to be done, right? Negative into negative, negative into positive, and all that stuff. You may still ask me a question, right? How did you know that 1, 1 and -1 will satisfy? Well, I actually didn't know it. I mean, when I tried it for the first time, being very honest, I couldn't crack it using substitution. That's why I said skipping is the best way to solve it. And you may also ask me that how do we know that x is positive, y is positive, and z is negative? Why can't x be negative? Well, that's your choice. You can take x as negative and y and z as positive. There are multiple solutions basically, right? If x is negative, then y and z have to be positive. If y is negative, then x and z have to be positive. Anyways, the idea is 1, 1 and -1 is a set that satisfies. That's it. If you can get this in the first few seconds, you're through and you're lucky, right? Because this is not a very smart solution in my view. You have to be really lucky to be able to arrive at this three values. So substitute now, what do we have to find out? X cube plus y cube plus z cube. So 1 cube plus 1 cube minus 1 cube. Now -1 cube is -1, plus 1 cube is +1. So y cube and z cube will get cancelled. We are left with x cube, which is 1 cube. 1 cube is 1. And that's your answer again. Okay. So option 4 1 is the final answer. Let me see if you have all understood the solution here. I'm sure the first one is the first method that we have followed. The regular method is easy to understand. Not very easy to apply in the exam, but definitely easy to understand here, right? No complications there. The second one is, yeah, it's so I would say, because substitution here is not easy. Yeah, 1, 1 and minus 1. I can see many of you have tried that, right? Many of you have tried 1, 1 and minus 1. Amit Kumar says this is today's first identity based question and I got it wrong. Yeah, like I said, we have avoided using any of the identities, right? Don't depend on formulae. Like formulae doesn't really help. Yeah. Not sure if all of you agree with me on this, because you guys love shortcut formulae, right? I would say don't try that. Shortcuts are always misleading, right? There's always this star mark that comes with shortcut formula, right? And I had mentioned this in the last session as well, right? Star here, star mark here doesn't mean that it is important. Shortcuts, while you will believe that is important, the meaning of star mark for me is conditions apply, right? And unless you satisfy those conditions, you are in trouble. Good. So I think all of you have understood what I'm trying to say here. Can we move to the next question now? Matthew says the second step is easy and smart. Well, yes, it's really easy and smart, but the question is, will you get this smart idea in the exam? So 1 is the answer. I think we're done with this. Let me move to the next question now. Right? Yeah. Varsha is getting impatient. She says, go to the next question. So the next question on your screens now, and how does it look like? X squared by by plus cz equals to y squared by cz plus ax equals to z squared by ax plus by equals to 1. Then the value of a by a plus x plus b by b plus y plus c by c plus z. So 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, 60 seconds, let's say. Options are -1, 2, 1 and -2. So you've got 60 seconds for this. Your time starts now. Let's see how many of you get it right. Doesn't look very easy. X squared by by plus cz equals to y squared by cz plus a, and there's only one equation. While there are multiple terms given there, there's only one equation, and all these three are equated to 1. So going by substitution also is not going to be that easy, right? Yeah, try substitution. I think I've got the solution already. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. While I say I'll give you 60 seconds, the amount of time that you have is dependent on the number of responses that I get, right? The first few responses that we get. So Sumit Kumar has got option 1 as the answer. Nayan, Amit Kumar, Mamta, Nitin, all these guys have got option 1 already. Good. Glad to see that you've got the answers as, all of you have got the same answer. Right or wrong we'll figure out, but all of you have got option 3, 1 as the answer. Let's wait for others to respond, and I'll take a quick break. All right, time is up, and yeah, flood of responses. Option 3, 1 is that all of you have got. Yeah, the whole Janta has got 1. Yes, Nisha Singh, Neeraj Jha, Nayan, Varsha, Bhanupriya, Swati, Sumit Singh, Manas Ranjan, Manisha, Sachin Singh, Sushant Singh, Ajit, Swati, Milan, Balaji, Vidya, all these guys have got option 3, and Anand Kumar again says no idea. Get idea, boss. You can't be saying no idea for every question. Yeah, and looks like you guys have used substitution. Smart, huh? So shall we take this up? Chalo, let's see. So the question here says, what does it say? X squared by by plus cz. Look at this. It says x squared upon by plus cz equals to y squared upon cz plus ax equals z squared by ax plus by. Until now it was okay. I think the challenge comes here when it says it is equal to 1. Now balancing all this to 1, equating all this to 1 makes it a little complicated. So anyway, x squared equals to by plus cz, sorry, x squared by by plus cz equals to y squared by cz plus ax equals to z squared by ax plus by equals 1, and we are required to find the value of a by a plus x plus b by b plus y plus c by c plus z, right? Plus c by c plus z. C by c plus z equals to what? Options are -1, 2, 1 and -2. Now if you have solved enough questions on algebra, you would know that the one thing that you should look for is symmetry. Now when I look at these equations given on the left hand side, there is some symmetry there, right? I mean, you look at all the numerators. All these are squares, right? X squared, y squared, z squared. Look at the denominators. We've got by plus cz, cz plus ax, ax plus by, right? And all these three are equal to 1. Now, whenever there is a symmetry, it's easy to substitute. I mean, even if I have to go for random substitution, it will be easier for us to simplify, right? And what I would suggest is don't look at the, this is not one equation. There are multiple equations here basically. Like, you can compare the first two terms, you can compare the second and third terms, you can compare the first and third ones, you can compare the first one with fourth one and so on, right? So you actually get a lot of equations, multiple equations, and there are how many variables? 6 variables, right? X, Y, Z, A, B, C. These are the 6 variables. So if you have to follow the regular process, 6 equations, 6 variables, solve for it, and then substitute the values here. Or maybe try and simplify it in some form here to get a by a plus x, b by b plus y and so on. But then no, we are lazy fellows, right? Let's go for substitution. See, I think the only thing that you need to observe is compare these two terms. What do you observe? X squared by by plus cz equals to 1. The best part here is we have been given a lengthy equation but no other conditions here, right? No strings attached. X, Y, Z, A, B, C can take any values, right? Until those values are satisfying these equations, we don't really care about it. So what do we get? X squared equals to by plus cz. I think spend a few seconds, stare at this equation, and you'll know what values of x, y, z, a, b, c will satisfy this. Think of some values. See, if you can get the values of x, y and z and b and c that satisfy this equation, similar values will satisfy the other equations as well. Why is it so? Because these are symmetric. That's what I told you, right? If it is symmetric in nature, then it's very easy to simplify. Yeah. For a moment, let's assume x, y and z all three are equal and a, b, c are equal. Now don't ask me how do you know these are equal. I don't know. It's not given in the question. But at the same time, he is also not given that these cannot be equal, right? So substitute values of x, y and z. Let's take x, y, z all equals to 2. X equals to 2, y equals to 2 and z equals to 2. So we have 2 squared 4 on the left hand side, then 2b plus 2c on the right hand side. Yeah. In fact, you don't even have to assume the values of a, b and c, right? Assume only the values of x, y and z. Let's assume x, y, z all three equals to 2. So if I substitute x, y, z equals to 2 in the equation above, what do we get? 4 equals to 2b plus 2c. And upon taking 2 common, we are left with b plus c equals to 2. And if we assume that a, b, c are also equal, then b plus c equals to 2 implies what? B equals to c equals to 1. You're getting it? B equals to c equals to 1. And if b and c are equal to 1, then a should also be equal to 1 because all three of them are anyway equal. So we are done. X, y, z equals to 2, a, b, c equals to 1. I'm sure not all of you will be very happy with the solution here. I mean, you may not be able to digest the fact that you have to, randomly substitute values in such a complex equation, but then otherwise there's a lot of matapachi, right? Who will do all that, right? Simplifying this is not going to be very effective, right? I mean, time consuming definitely. Now substitute. So we know a, b, c are 1 and we know x, y, z are 2. So 1 by 1 plus 2. Again, this expression is also symmetric, right? So if this is 1 by 1 plus 2, the others also will be 1 by 1 plus 2. So 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 equals to 1. All this is jugaad, by the way, right? This is jugaad and this is what works. Don't waste your time learning all the formulae and doing all those hundreds and thousands of questions in your practice so that you can solve these questions very easily in the exam. No. Substitute and be happy. Trust all of you have followed this. Can we go to the next one? Well, it's 8 already. Time is up, but I have a few more questions to be discussed. So can we move to the next one now? Yeah. All right. So thanks for acknowledging that. Let's jump to the next question. Okay, so here's the next one. We have already dealt with a couple of questions in the session today where we were given x plus 1 by x equals to 5. Looks like this is the favorite expression or equation for the session today. X plus 1 by x equals to 5. But this time it's asking us to find out x power 4 plus 1 by x squared divided by x squared minus 3x plus 1. And look at the options 70, 50, 110 and 55. 1 minute is what you have. Your time starts now. Got it? Okay, so answers have started coming in, and I think there are two most common responses that I see already, right? 55 and 70. Amit Kumar has got 55. Shiva Prasad and Swati have got 70, which is option 1. Neeraj Jha, Swati, yeah, they've got 70. Nayan has got 70. Sumit Singh has got 55. Abhishek Bhaskar has got 55. Bhanupriya has got 55. And yeah. So what is it? Is it 55 or 70? I think most of you have got 55 as the answer, option 4, but there are a few who've got 70 as well. So shall we take this up now? Yeah. So look at the question. It says, I'll change the color of the pen. I'm not liking this very much. Yeah. So here's the question. If x plus 1 by x equals to 5, then the value of x power 4 plus 1 by x squared divided by x squared minus 3x plus 1 is dash. Options are 70, 50, 110 or 55. So look at this, x plus 1 by x equals to 5. He's asked us to find out what is x power 4 plus 1 by x squared divided by x squared minus 3x plus 1. X squared minus 3x plus 1. This is equal to what? So simplify this. X plus 1 by x equals to 5 implies what? X squared plus 1 equals to 5x. Right? X squared plus 1 equals to 5x. Yeah, x squared plus 1 equals to 5x. And if I look at the expression that we need to simplify, I have these terms x squared and 1 in the denominator. So I can replace x squared plus 1 with 5x here, right? So some simplification. We have not arrived at the answer yet, but there's some simplification, right? X squared plus 1 equals to 5x. So I can say this becomes, and in the numerator I would like to take x common. Let's take x common in numerator. What happens if we take x common? We'll have x cube plus 1 by x cube. Right? If we take x common, we'll have x cube plus 1 by x cube. So x into x cube is x power 4. X into 1 by x cube is 1 by x squared. Divided by, what are we doing in the denominator? We are replacing x squared plus 1 with 5x. Right? We have understood that x squared plus 1 is 5x. So replace that with 5x. 5x and minus 3x as it is. So 5x minus 3x is 2x, and x by 2x will lead to cancellation of x there. So I think we are like close to getting the answer, right? We have x into x cube plus 1 by x cube divided by 5x minus 3x is 2x. So x and x gets cancelled. Now all we need to do is find out what is x cube plus 1 by x cube. Get that value, and once you get that value, divide by 2 to get the final answer. And that also can be evaluated from this expression here. And we know this very well, that x cube plus 1 by x cube can be obtained from the first equation here, right? Cube on both the sides, just cube on both the sides. So what happens? We'll get x cube plus 1 by x cube plus, if you take 3 common, we'll get x plus 1 by x. I'm not discussing that in detail because we have already solved that multiple times. I mean, we have worked on these equations multiple times. Cubing on both the sides. X cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 times of x plus 1 by x. You actually get 3x plus 3 by x. We are taking 3 common. Now, why are we taking 3 common? Because x plus 1 by x equals to 5 is known to us. Substitute this back here. So we get x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 into 5 equals to 125. So from this, what do we get? X cube plus 1 by x cube equals to, I think 125 minus 15, 110. Right? 125 minus 15, 110. Done. Substitute this here in this place now. So 110 upon 2, which is equal to 55. And I think that's the solution. There's no other way out. You have to follow this process. Otherwise, you'll not get the answer. So option 4, 55 is the final answer. Option 4, 55 will be the final answer. It's not 110, it's 55. Remember, it's 110 divided by 2. 110 by 2. 110 by 2 is 55. Okay? Quickly, the next one. Try this now. See what it says. If 3 minus 5x by x plus 3 minus 5y by y plus 3 minus 5z by z equals to 0, then what is the value of 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z? I think this should be easy, right? Look at this, 3 minus 5x by x plus 3 minus 5y by y plus 3 minus 5z by z equals to 0. Just try to split the terms here, right? 3 minus 5x by x is like, 3 by x minus 5, right? Because 5x by x is 5, plus from the second term we'll get 3 by y minus 5, and from the third term we'll get 3 by z minus 5 equals to 0. So if we take 3 common from all these terms, 3 by x, 3 by y and 3 by z, what do we get? 3 times of 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z, minus 5 minus 5 minus 5 is minus 15. Take it to the other side, it gives you plus 15. So 3 goes 5 times. And that's what we need, right? 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z equals to what? It is equal to 5. Look at this, value of 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z. It is 5, option 2. So simple one, right? Chalo, try this one now. Next question. Okay, this is interesting. It involves some, indices here, right? If a power x equals to x plus y plus z whole power y, a power y equals to x plus y plus z whole power z, and a power z equals to x plus y plus z whole power x, then what's the value of x plus y plus z? What's the value of x plus y plus z? Try this out. All right, a is what most of you have marked, right? Option 4a. But then Nitin has got option 2, a cube. Swati says it should be option 1, 0. So multiple answers coming in, right? Option 1, option 2, option 4, right? 0, a cube, a. Let's discuss this. I think I've given you enough time, or you don't have more than this in the exam, right? Shall we solve this now? All right, let's see. So the question here says, if a power x equals to x plus y plus z whole power y, a power y equals to x plus y plus z whole power z, and a power z equals to x plus y plus z whole power x, then the value of x plus y plus z is, given that a is not equal to 0. So there is a condition given to us that a cannot be 0. So what are the equations? A power x equals to x plus y plus z whole power y, right? Then we have a power y equals to x plus y plus z whole power z, and a power z equals to x plus y plus z whole power x. These 3 equations have been given to us, right? He's asking us to find out what is the value of x plus y plus z. Now what do we do? I think if you have to simplify it using the equations given, let's multiply all the 3 equations, right? Let's multiply all the 3 equations, 1, 2 and 3. This is, let's say, equation 1, this is equation 2, and this is equation 3, right? So 1 into 2 into 3, what do we get? A power x into a power y into a power z equals to, look at what we have on the right hand side, x plus y plus z whole power y, x plus y plus z whole power y into, again, x plus y plus z whole power z into x plus y plus z whole power x, right? Now we know the basic laws of surds and indices, right? I mean, laws of indices. If the bases are equal and in multiplication form, the powers can be added. So on the left hand side you see that all the bases are a and they're in multiplication form. On the right hand side also all the bases are same, equal, x plus y plus z, and in multiplication form. So their powers can be added. So what do we get? A power x plus y plus z equals to, on the right hand side we have x plus y plus z as the common base, and the powers can be added, y plus z plus x, which is like x plus y plus z. Now compare the 2 sides here, left hand side and right hand side. The powers get cancelled on both the sides, x plus y plus z. So what do we get finally? X plus y plus z equals to a. And that's what is required in the question, right? Find the value of x plus y plus z. It should be equal to a, which is option 4, right? Now is this the only way to solve it? Not really. This is, let's say, method number 1, the regular method, right? This is method 1. What is the method 2? Smart method. What is a smart method? Substitute. What do you substitute? Substitute the random values for x, y and z? No, that will be difficult. I mean, you can try that as well. You can maybe substitute 1, 1 and 1 in place of x, y and z, and try that, right? So substitute what happens if you take x equals to y equals to z equals to 1. We get a power 1 equals to 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 power 1, right? In the second equation also a power 1 equals to 3 power 1. In the third equation also a power 1 equals to 3 power 1.
So A equals to 3 basically. The conclusion is A is equal to 3. What is he asking us to find out? Value of x plus y plus z. See, we have assumed x, y, z equals to 1. So x plus y plus z should be equal to 3. So that means the answer should be 3. Numerically, x plus y plus z is equal to 3. Which option is given as 3? Option 1 is 0. So not the answer. Option 2 says a power 3. See, we have got a equals to 3. So this will become 3 power 3. But 3 power 3 is 27. We know that x plus y plus z is equal to 3. So this is eliminated. Option 3, 1 is eliminated. Option 4 is a. We know that a is equal to 3. So x plus y plus z equals to 3. Satisfied or not? Yes. So option 4 is the answer. So that's the other way of doing it. There's one more method. I mean, if you don't want to substitute random values, let me give you the third method. Method 3. Go by options. Substitute options one after the other. See, what is he asking us to find out? What is the value of x plus y plus z? According to option 1, x plus y plus z equals to 0. Let me show this to you, right? You got to understand this very clearly. There are multiple ways of solving the question. Whichever you think is the easiest for you, just follow that. He's asking us to find out x plus y plus z. According to option 1, x plus y plus z is equals to 0. Now, 0 is something that we cannot really work on here, because if we take x plus y plus z equals to 0, a power x becomes 0 power y. Now 0 power y is 0, a power x is 0. That means a is equal to 0, but a cannot be 0. We have been given that a cannot be 0. So option 1 doesn't satisfy, right? According to option 2, x plus y plus z equals to a power 3. So substitute a power 3 here. What happens? We'll get a power x. I mean, if I substitute a power 3 in the values of x plus y plus z everywhere, what do we get? A power x equals to a power 3 whole power y. So which means x equals to 3y. Similarly, y equals to 3z. Z equals to 3x. You are getting it? You are able to follow. Second equation will give a power y equals to a power 3 whole power z. Third equation will give a power z equals to a power 3 whole power x. So the conclusion will be that x equals to 3y, y equals to 3z, z equals to 3x. X equals to 3y, y equals to 3z, and z equals to 3x. If I substitute the same x, y, z back in the question here, what do we get? 3y plus 3z plus 3z. 3y plus 3z plus 3x. So 3 times of x plus y plus z. How can x plus y plus z be 3 times of x plus y plus z? Makes no sense. Option 2 is eliminated. Then option 3. Substitute option 3, 1. That means x plus y plus z equals to 1. Which means a power x equals to 1 power y. A power y equals to 1 power z. A power z equals to 1 power x. Which will give you a equals to 1 basically. If a is equal to 1, then x equals to y, y equals to z, z equals to x. Right? But will that help? No. That also will not really help. Or you will not be able to arrive at a conclusion. But then the moment you substitute option 4a, you will get through. See, option 4 says x plus y plus z equals to a. Substitute here. So what do we get? A power x equals to a power y. A power y equals to a power z. And a power z equals to a power x. Which means x equals to y, y equals to z, z equals to x. But even that, how will you conclude? So basically x, y, z all three are equal. So x plus y plus z will be equal to? No. It's not very decisive by using options, right? You will be like in a similar situation between option 3 and option 4. But then the method 2 is very clear, right? Method 2 is easier, a lot easier. Method 3 will also help. At least it has helped us eliminate 1 and 2. Try and just do it elaboratively for between 3 and 4, and I'm sure you will get to know. Or you will be stuck. Basically, I think you'll be stuck between 3 and 4. Right? You'll probably be stuck between 3 and 4. Or no, it should eliminate. Somehow it should get eliminated. So do that. I think there are multiple ways. Like I said, try the one which is most convenient to you. Next question on your screens here. Okay, interesting one. X equals to 2 plus root 3, then the value of x power 6 plus x power 4 plus x squared plus x divided by x cube. Chalo, you have 1 minute for this. Let's see how many of you get the answer. Chalo, how many of you have skipped it? Quick. I can see that many of you have got 56 as the answer. The question now is how many of you have skipped this? Skipped? Yeah. I mean, see, if you have solved such questions in the past, it would be easy for you to do this. You will have some orientation towards how to proceed. Otherwise, for a first timer, this is not as easy, right? So let's take this up now. I'm sure many of you have skipped. I can look at the chat here, but let's discuss the solution now. So the question here is, if x equals to 2 plus root 3, then the value of x power 6 plus x power 4 plus x squared plus 1 divided by x cube is, right? He has given that x equals to 2 plus root 3, and we need to evaluate x power 6 plus x power 4 plus x squared plus 1 divided by x cube. Again, you may have multiple ways of doing it. Let me just try one of the methods here. Now, if x equals to 2 plus root 3, then from this can we say 1 by x equals to 1 by 2 plus root 3? Yes, 1 by x equals to 1 by 2 plus root 3. Let's try and rationalize this, right? You know how to do that, right? The rationalizing factor will be 2 minus root 3 for this one. So 2 minus root 3, multiplying and dividing by 2 minus root 3. It doesn't really change, right? I've added multiplied by something, divided by something. So it doesn't affect the equation. So what will 1 by x come out to be? 1 by x will be equal to, see in the numerator we have 2 minus root 3. What will be the denominator? Denominator, if you observe, it's like 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. This is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. And a plus b into a minus b is a squared minus b squared, right? So 2 squared, 4 minus b squared, root 3 squared is 3. So 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So denominator comes out to be 1. So basically 1 by x equals to 2 minus root 3. And x equals to 2 plus root 3. So this is the first thing that we have understood. If x is 2 plus root 3, 1 by x will be 2 minus root 3. And by the way, if you have solved such questions in the past, you would know that if x is 2 plus root 3, 1 by x will be 2 minus root 3. I mean, you don't have to actually do these two steps to come to that conclusion, right? X is 2 plus root 3, 1 by x will be 2 minus root 3. Now what do you do? I think let's do x plus 1 by x. What is x plus 1 by x? X plus 1 by x will be 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So plus root 3 and minus root 3 gets cancelled. We are left with 4. So basically x plus 1 by x equals to 4. I'm not sure why I'm writing this step again, right? I mean, it's clear that x plus 1 by x equals to 4. Right, x plus 1 by x equals to 4. Now that is it. I think we have got the value of x, we have got the value of 1 by x, and we have got x plus 1 by x equals to 4. Now let's play with this expression given to us, right? X power 6 plus x power 4 plus x squared plus 1 divided by x cube. Yeah. So now we'll have to kind of simplify that expression in a way that you can use x plus 1 by x multiple in multiple places, and you know it comes in some simplified form. Okay, so let's see what can be done. So x power 6 plus x power 4 plus x squared plus 1 divided by x cube. What happens if we directly divide by x cube? So x power 6 by x cube is x cube. This is x power 4 by x cube is x square. Yeah, I think we'll be done with that, right? So let's do one thing. We will just divide each term by x cube, see what happens. So this will be equal to x power 6 by x cube, which is x cube, x power 4 by x cube, which is x squared by x cube, which is 1 by x, and 1 by x cube anyway, which is 1 by x cube. Now you already know what is x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x equals to 4. So this term is known to us. I mean, x plus 1 by x equals to 4. What we need to evaluate is x cube plus 1 by x cube. Do this also. Cube on both the sides. So if you cube, I mean, we have done this also in multiple times in the past, right? Cube on both the sides, we'll get x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 times of x plus 1 by x. So 3 into 4, which is equal to 4 cube 64. I mean, we have discussed this in detail in our videos also for algebra, how to simplify this. So x cube plus 1 by x cube will be 64 minus 3 into 4, 12, 52, right? So x cube plus 1 by x cube equals to 64 minus 12, 52. That's it. So we want x cube plus 1 by x cube, which is equal to 52, and x plus 1 by x, which is equal to 4. So 52 plus 4, 56 is your answer. Right, 56, option 2. So I'm glad that all of you got the right answer. It all depends on, you know, the first couple of steps, that if x is 2 plus root 3, then 1 by x is 2 minus root 3. You get that. From there you simplify, you know, for x plus 1 by x, which is 4, and then once you know x plus 1 by x, you can find out x cube plus 1 by x cube as well. Okay, so 56 is the answer, option 2. 52 plus 4, 56, right. Good. Shall we go for the next one quickly? I think we are already at 8:30. Algebra is a never-ending process. I mean, there's no limitation here. Like when you look at something on averages, there are 10, 15, 20 different types of questions. You discuss all those 10, 15 questions, question types or models,
then you can solve all the remaining questions. But in algebra, every question is different, right? It's all about how you play with those expressions and, you know, maybe substitute some values randomly and verify for getting the answer there, right? So we can go on and on, but maybe like one more question before we close it today, right? I don't think you should be skipping this question. I can just see Abhijit's comment here. He says skip. He had skipped this question, but after wasting some time. This is not something that you should skip. I think these are standard question types from algebra, right? I mean, we have dealt with these questions many times earlier, right? And you should know how to solve such questions as well. Okay. So I would not suggest that you should skip this one. Anyway, let me quickly present the next question to you all. Here we go. And probably the last question of the session today. Let's see how many of you get the answer. Okay, so if square root of x minus a by x minus b plus a by x equal to square root of x minus b by x by a plus b by x, where b is not equal to a, then what is the value of x? Try this. Option 2. I think many of you have got option 2 as an answer. Tell me, how did you get the answer? What method did you follow? Apurv has already skipped it. Skip is what he says. But what about others? All those who have got option 2. Yeah, many of you have got option 2. I think all those who have actually solved it have marked the answer as option 2. But how about others? Root over x minus a by x minus b plus a by x. Yeah, Kohli says check the symmetry. And so root over x minus a by x minus b equals to a plus a by x equals to root over x minus b by x minus a plus b by x, and b is not equal to a. So even if you try and substitute some random values, see to it that b is not equal to a. So you can go for substitution. I think you can just substitute some values for a and b, make sure that the values are not equal, then simplify the given equation to get the value of x, and then check, right? So what do you guys do? All those who've got option 2 as the answer, substitution or regular simplification? Yeah, many of you have got option 2, right? Not many actually. Neeraj Jha has got option 2, Amit Kumar, Milan, Monica, Pritam Das, Kohli. Yeah, only these guys have got 2. Ajit has got 2 and many others have skipped it. Mahata, Rajsri, Sumit Kumar, Mamta, Nisha, Neeraj. Neeraj says he has substituted. What did you substitute? Did you substitute the options? Alright, so I think enough discussion has been done. Let's discuss the solution now, right? Okay, but clearly most of us would have skipped it in the exam. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? Many of you have marked option 2, but others, they have skipped.
So here's the question. If root over x minus a by x minus b plus a by x equals to root over x minus b by x minus a plus b by x, and b is not equal to a, then what is the value of x? Right? We have to, evaluate the value of x. So it says, if I take it as root over x minus a by x minus b plus a by x equals to root over x minus b by x minus a plus b by x. Remember, when you go for substitution, if at all you go for substitution, you should not be taking b equals to a, right? That's given in the question very clearly, right? You cannot take b equals to a, right? B cannot be taken as equal to a. Yeah, so what do we do? I can see the responses from some of you, right? You say that option 1 and option 4 do not have that symmetry, right? The question has got a lot of symmetry in it, right? X minus a by x minus b. On the other side, we have x minus b by x minus a, and then a by x and b by x. Now, going by that symmetry in the question, options are not really symmetrical when it comes to option 1 and option 4, right? Yes or no? Because option 1 says b by a plus b. So only b in the numerator, right? Denominator has got a plus b, which is fine, but numerator has got only b, which will be out of symmetry. Similarly, option 4 has got only a in the numerator. Denominator has got a plus b. So if you try to eliminate that way, 1 and 4 are eliminated. It should either be 2 or 1. But then, should we really go for substitution? No. Let's simplify. Let's see what happens if we simplify. So this will lead us to x minus a by x minus b minus of x minus b by x minus a equals to b by x minus a by x, right? Just go for regular simplification, right? Now yeah, to make it simpler, what we would do is, in the first term here, see, you know, the right hand side is very easy, b minus a by x, but left hand side is complex. I mean, the LCM comes out to be, you know, root over x minus b into x minus a, and then cross multiplication, all that would be confusing. Instead, maybe we do one thing. In this first term here, let's multiply both numerator and denominator by x minus a. You getting it? So it's like this, root over, I mean, I'm writing the whole step again. You can directly do the multiplication when you're trying it yourself, right? What we will do is, we will expand it further. We'll take x minus a by x minus a. So we're not changing the value as such. We are multiplying both numerator and denominator by x minus a. Minus, look at the other term, x minus b by x minus a. Let's multiply both numerator and denominator by x minus b this time. X minus b equals to the left hand side, right hand side is b minus a by x. B minus a by x. So what do we get? Now here the numerator is x minus a the whole squared divided by x minus a into x minus b, root over, of course. And here, I mean, I'm writing every step out of habit, but in the exam you should avoid this. This is just so that you can follow what is being done. This is b minus a by x. So what happens, if you see in the numerators, the square root and square gets cancelled in both the cases, and the denominator now is what? Root over x minus a into x minus b, right? So if you take the denominator as the LCM, which is root over x minus a into x minus b, what will happen in the numerator? We'll have, see, this square root and this gets cancelled. Here this square and square root gets cancelled. Of course, that square root is applicable in the denominator, which you've already considered, right? We will have x minus a minus of x plus b, which is equal to b minus a by x. So x and minus x gets cancelled. Again, if you observe, what we have in the numerator on the left hand side is b minus a, right? Let me write it here. So this will be like b minus a by root over x minus a into x minus b. Yeah, sorry. And this is equal to, on the right hand side we have b minus a by x. So b minus a and b minus a gets cancelled. Finally we have x equals to this, root over x minus a into x minus b. Now square on both the sides and you simplify, right? So x squared equals to, squaring on both the sides, so x squared equals to x minus a into x minus b. That will give you what? X into x squared minus of x times of a plus b plus ab. So x squared and x squared gets cancelled. Finally we will have x into a plus b equals to ab. So x into a plus b equals to ab, which means x will be ab by a plus b. And also remember that this is a standard question type. It cannot be changed. If it comes in the same format, right? Maybe instead of x they may use y, instead of a and b they may use some other variable there, but answer will be ab by a plus b. And again, like I said, if you try and go by symmetry, you would know that 1 and 4 are eliminated because those are not symmetrical options. I mean, we'll lose the symmetry in the question if you substitute 1 and 4. So it should be between 2 and 3. So even if you have to make a blind guess, you should either choose 2 or 3, right? You can also try with substitution of random values in place of a and b, like a equals to 1 and b equals to 2, and then do all that stuff, because we would have taken a equals to 1 and b equals to 1. That would have been the easiest thing to do, but he has very clearly specified that b cannot be equal to a. So if you choose some numerals in place of a and b, then this would look a lot simpler, right? Whatever you have done here looks a lot simpler, because these are all variables. Now it looks complex. With numbers it looks simple, right? Anyway, the answer is option 2, ab by a plus b. And with that, we come to the end of this session. I have a few more questions, but I think I will take it up in our upcoming either special live sessions for SSC CGL exam or the refresher sessions that we have. Okay. But I think the key takeaways, one is substitution is very, very important for many questions here. We haven't done many questions on substitution today, but most of these were simplifications of the given equations. So, try and practice as many questions as possible, because these
topics, especially topics like algebra and trigonometry, carry a good weightage in the exam, right? And don't depend too much on formulae. I think avoid that. I mean, if it'll be great if you can learn all the identities and reproduce as and when required, but depending too much on that and always following the regular method is going to be time consuming, right? It is not very effective. Okay, so on that note, let me close it here. Thank you once again for joining us in this session. Remember, you have very limited time left for your SSC CGL Tier 1 exam, right? And plan for the worst case. While your exam can be on any day between August 1 to August 20, it is good to have hopes that your exam is on August 20 so that you have more than a month left to prepare. But strategy wise, I think you should assume that your exam is on August 1. That's the worst thing that can happen, right? I would prefer exam being on August 1 because on day 1 you go take it and clear it off, right? I mean, the later it is, the more tense you get, right? Because more and more people will come out of the examinations on the early days and they'll say, boss, paper was difficult. It was either very difficult or very easy, and both will make you nervous, right? So my preference would be that my exam should be in the first slot. I'll go take it and be relaxed after that. However, I know that mindset among students generally is that the later the exam is, the easier it is. You'll get more time to prepare. You can talk to people who have taken the exam and strategize accordingly. All that is crap in my view. But anyway, prepare for the worst case that your exam is on August 1, the very first slot. So you have just 3 weeks left for it. Leave no stone unturned. Practice as much as you can. Burn the midnight oil, and cut down on your sleep, and just keep practicing, because this is simply a game of practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets. All right. And like they say, practice makes one perfect. Here it's a little different, I would say, right? Practice will reduce your imperfections and you'll be able to perform better in the exam. So keep practicing till we meet in the next session. Your next session actually is tomorrow, Saturday at 6 p.m., which is a regular doubts clarification session, and I think it's on quantitative aptitude. So I'll see you all tomorrow in your doubts clarification session on quantitative aptitude. Until then, keep practicing and take very good care of yourselves. See you.